D, line them up.
That's why they were shutting us down the way they were, the last 2 seasons. But at the end of the day, let's be realistic, though. If Cooper Kupp doesn't misplay that ball on the deep ball by Golf, I think it was week 6, we win that game. The drop.
Oh man.
And
it just be the little things like that. It be the little things like that that always.
And the drop he had in the end zone on the rollout play. So the Rams were still in the position to win that game, where they were at. But unfortunately, shit happened.
Yeah, it does though. It does.
I seen the chat. Someone said Happy Salah is gone. Yo, absolutely.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I want to touch in on that. They got DeMeco Ryans as the DC over there now. So I mean, he a new guy. I mean, maybe, like I said, it's different this year. Like Salah, they have our number. Like, and like I said.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, with Salah, he had our number, and that came from, being on the same staff as Shanahan. Like, they know what we run. They know what we read, what's the tendencies, the run, the play action. They knew all that stuff. Like, so, I mean.
Absolutely, bro. And last year, the biggest issue that I saw, and I discussed this in some of my videos, man, the biggest thing was Jared Goff at the end of the day. And I think that game against the Dolphins was when all the wheels started to unravel. When he turned the ball over like damn near 4 or 5 times. I forget the amount. But you could tell he lost his swagger after that game.
Yeah.
And after that, it was just very shaky quarterback play, for the rest of the season. But it's funny because when you look at when he played well, who did we beat? The Seahawks, the Bucks, the Cardinals,
the Eagles.
Listen. The fucking Bills were nasty last year, and the Rams should have beat the Bills if it wasn't for that bullshit pass interference call that kept that game alive. Realistically, if you look at the team, if they had better quarterback play last year in those games where Golf had those meltdowns, the Rams are a 13-3 team, and at the highest a 14-2 team last year, which means that Green Bay has to come to Los Angeles to play the fucking Rams, and which means we don't have to play wild card weekend. So the Rams would have been healthy and ready to go for that team, man. And the team was solid last year, man. We had the number one defense. We had the best defensive coordinator. You know what I mean? We had a top 10 running game. And, our quarterback wasn't great, but he was good enough to win us games. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it all comes back to the quarterback, man. When
Absolutely.
We all saw how Jared Goff was playing down the stretch. I think I saw today he had like 8 touchdowns, 9 picks in the last 8 games.
Mm-hmm.
That's not enough. That's not enough. That's not top 10 quarterback play.
Absolutely not. And it's not good enough, man. And it's crazy. I was a big fan of Jared Goff, man.
I was too. As much shit as we get Jared Goff on this channel and what I do just on the regular, like I honestly was a fan of Jared Goff. I want to put that on wax. I thought he was going to be a nice franchise quarterback for us that knew how to play the game of football. Like.
Yeah, and this was the thing. I thought that after he had McVay in 2017, right, I'm like this, he's going to be fucking fantastic. He, was in the second year. He plays fantastic. His arm talent is showing. He's dropping dimes. I still never forget this, man. 49ers in the cover 2 Thursday night football in the shootout, and he hit Sammy Watkins in the cover 2.
I remember
that. Safety could make a play.
I remember that.
He dropped the dime right here where only he could get it.
And credit to Sammy, though, for also adjusting to it, too, because that was a hell of an adjustment.
And he threw it where only he could get it, and that's when I was like this. Oh, shit, I think we got our quarterback. And then fast forward, 2018 in that Thursday night game when old boy was rolling out and hit Cooper Kupp in the back of the end zone on a fucking dime. And that's when I was like, oh shit, I think we have our quarterback. I really do think we have a quarterback. I think this is the guy. And he was playing with his utmost confidence. He was making great reads. But at the end of the day, people were probably right. McVay was telling him where it was going to be open before the play even happened, just by looking at the defense, which is why when they started fooling McVay, that's probably when Goff started going down.
And that's good, too. I mean, and for real, honestly, I'm kind of, in a way, I ain't going to say I'm glad things worked out the way it did because we had to see it because just imagine if we just kept on winning games and we going 13-3. All his deficiencies would have been masked. It would have just been, what it was. Like, he wouldn't have looked at Jared Goff deficiencies and be like, okay, well, he's still winning 13 games a season. But, we had to go through them tough times 2019 where we just
Absolutely.
struggled all season, no type of consistency, and we
Yeah.
saw like what he was able to do. You know, when his back was against the wall, he got no dog in him.
You got no dog,
it was all saying
bro.
he had no dog in him. He had no leadership in him. And when players needed to go to their quarterback to get that, you know, I guess that extra boost. You know, you ain't getting it from your quarterback. You getting it more from your coach. And really, your coach is an extension to your quarterback. Like, that's just going to the field.
Like, all you do is see Jared Goff on the sideline. Go back to his tablet.
He go to the little Microsoft tablet.
With no urge or not trying to
see, but this is my thing. Like, bro, but this is my thing. He go back to the tablet to look at where he made the mistake, and he making the same mistake.
He making the same mistake. Bro, I'm like, you seeing the same read, my guy, and you doing the same thing. Like,
you make the same fucking throw, like, bro,
like Dolphins
game. You look at a tablet showing you, all right, bro, don't make this read. This is the defense they playing, and then another interception in the same area, bro. Come on, son.
The Dolphins game. You don't see that they're constantly like,
bro,
Cam. Why you don't run the ball? Why?
Bro, it was crazy, man. And last year was one of those years, bro. Last year was one of those years, bro. I really thought that early on, man. I thought our team was gonna be destined to make a run at the Super Bowl, man. Because the offense was firing up again, you know. And we didn't have a deep threat last year, but our team was just, from the X's and O's standpoint, was just so good because we were so well coached. And you know, when fucking Goff started getting his meltdowns, man, it was crazy, bro. It was a lot of bullshit, man.
When he started throwing to the defense and ends and
yo, my God, bro.
It was that Miami game though. It was that Miami game though that really fucked things up. And honestly, like, even in the later part of the season when we got the win over the Bucks, I'm like, you know, a win like this could take us a long way. You know,
I thought that was the game that was gonna get us hot.
Yeah, I really did too. And I think we ended up losing to the Jets either a week or 2 weeks later or something like that. And it's just like, it deflated everything out of me because I felt like, man, I couldn't really take our team serious with the way that it was constructed, regardless of how good our defense was and how good our run game was.
And it took away all of our fire going into the postseason because I thought Jared Goff at that Tampa game, it looked like he started to get it going again and he started getting hot.
Right.
When he got hot against them, I was like this. Oh, shit, I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be all right because as long as Goff gets hot, listen, you don't got to have the best quarterback or the best team in the playoffs. You got to have the hottest team. Yeah. Listen, the Ravens have won with fucking, what's the old boy's name? Trent Dilfer and Joe Flacco as their quarterbacks. They won because of the defense and the running game.
Right.
As long as your quarterback plays good enough ball, which, in my opinion, Jared Goff is better than both of them. So he could have played, but it's like what you guys said earlier. The boy has no dog in him.
He don't.
No dog. And when things get rough, he folds and like a scared dog puts his tail in between his legs.
Oh yeah.
And that was what used to piss me off. It was like, yo, bro, where's your energy at, bro?
Yeah, like why you not?
It's like it won't no energy.
What
it was a sense of like at the end of the day, like he just was going through the motions of things. When things was going bad, like he really didn't have that self-motivation to get himself back up. Like it was just like he was checked out mentally. Like he was checked out. Next drive he go out there, he was checked out mentally. Like it was just like him getting back into the flow. And he killed our momentum a lot last year. Like I'm talking about in just different games. Like,
absolutely.
The Jets game. I mean, like the game is just there. Like I mean,
you can't drive down the field.
You can't drive on the Jets, my guy. Like that's disrespectful.
Absolutely.
Like that's totally disrespectful.
It is.
That's disrespectful as hell. Like to watch that. Like,
facts. And you know what else got me too, man, especially with Jared Goff is, you know, I get it. He lost his confidence, right? Mm-hmm. And I understand if you lose your confidence, you have to get it back. And listen, like I said in one of my videos, I played sports before. I played in college, played baseball. So I understand what going through a slump and losing your confidence feels like, man. I get that. But at the end of the day, what it comes down to is, bro, you're a professional athlete, bro. You're getting paid to watch film and get great at your job. You have one of the best head coaches. You have a great wide receiver core. You have a great running back. You have a great offensive line, which was top 5 last year. I think they were ranked top 3, by the way. There is no excuse. The Rams looked at it. If you're the front office, you let Snead, you going like this. Yo, fan, look, defense good. Offensive line good. Running game good. Yo, how the fuck we didn't make a run, bro? Bum ass quarterback.
I know McVay had to
go.
I know he had to do that at one point. Like, come on, bro. Like, you looking at everything down there. Like, even though we got our special teams right doing the
like, come on,
that shit was trash at the beginning of the year. Trash.
You can just tell by
we got that
straight in his press conference. You can
he
just
was mad as fuck.
He was deflated.
He mad as fuck. He goes to the press conference like this. Yo, we got to do better. Deep down in his head, he like this. Yo, how that motherfucker threw it to the defensive tackle again, bro? We done seen this shit on film.
Yeah.
What the fuck, bro? How you making the same mistakes?
The same fucking mistakes.
It's like he couldn't blast them. He could have blasted them throughout the season, but he wanted to. You know, McVay never been known to do that.
He's not gonna do that, but he was blasting his ass at practice. He was blasting his ass at practice.